Welcome back to Our Community. Susie Thomas visiting with Erin Brown Thomas. Full disclosure, she is my daughter-in-law working out in California with my son. And they have collaborated on a new film called Shedding. And Erin, I think right now people, I'm going to be honest, people are starved for quality, good, uplifting, wholesome entertainment, something that's going to inspire and something that's going to uplift and entertain at the same time. There's a drought of entertainment like that in a lot of places, and I know you and Jake are doing everything in your power to address that and produce really good, uplifting, great told stories. Shedding is beautiful. Can you kind of try to, without giving everything away, encapsulate a little bit about what this is about? Because so far we know there's a cat that kind of becomes a human. What in the world? What happens?
Yeah, so the log line of Shedding is a cat who longs to explore the outside world, transforms into a human, and helps heal a broken family.
So
the film...
Go ahead.
Go on.
No, well, like I was just going to say, that's the power of, it's talking about the power that the animals really have been given to help emotionally heal people. They have a lot of that in our lives. Talk about that.
There's so many people that will register their animals as emotional support animals, and there's a reason that you're able to do that, and that's because there's so many studies that show that animals have that kind of power. Animals really, they're like a non-judgmental presence in our life. If you need to process through something and you're alone in your house, but your cat, your dog, or even your turtle is there, you can talk to that animal and not feel like an insane person talking to a wall. Sometimes just petting an animal will calm you down. They say that the something about the frequency of the purr of a cat is healing to us, and it's self-soothing to them.
Wow.
Dogs, they smile. They have this smile when they pant. I mean, there is just something about the presence of an animal that allows you to work through things. And the idea of Shedding is that there's this man who we know as an audience actually to be a cat, but he has this interesting effect on these people that he meets. He has this special power that animals have, but it's just an interesting and sort of an absurd, dramatic look at the way the way this looks when a human has this power.
We want to make it clear this is not one of those cutesy little cat films. This is really a beautiful story. What would you call it? Would you call it a drama? There's certainly some humor in it.
Yeah, there's two different ways we're describing it. One is we're calling it an absurd drama, and the other way we're referring to it is a magical realism film. Some films that are like that. So someone that's seen a bunch of our footage compared it to Lars and the Real Girl, if you've seen that from back in 2007.
Okay.
In tone, it's dramatic, but there's certainly some comedic elements. And if you watch our teaser on our Seed and Spark page, you will definitely get a sense of the tone, but also hopefully laugh once or twice while watching this teaser.
Well, that's what I want to bring up now. Seed and Spark. Who are they and what is this about? Because they love the film. They featured you on their front page.
They sure did. Seed and Spark is an incredible crowdfunding platform that is exclusively for independent film. You guys have probably heard of Indiegogo and Kickstarter and all these other crowdfunding platforms out there. And there was something broken about a lot of them. And Emily Best, who is the CEO and founder of Seed and Spark, she knew that and created several years back a platform called Seed and Spark, which is both it is designed to help indie filmmakers create not only find funding for their films, but also create a distribution platform and help them get in touch with their audience from the beginning. So what they do is, in addition to helping you crowdfund on their page, they also reward you for the number of people that supported your project or even simply followed it for free on their website. As we reach 500 followers, for instance, we will qualify for waivers from festivals. And keep in mind,
Wow.
My last film, we spent $4,000 on festival fees. And these are things that are essential to independent filmmakers in building their career and in getting their films out. You see these films on Amazon or on Netflix, and a lot of times people are unaware of the process that went into getting them there. Seed and Spark is designed to help filmmakers reach distribution and start planning distribution from the moment they start funding their campaign, and even honestly before that, while they're preparing.
Mm-hmm.
So we chose to use that platform because of its focus that way. And additionally, if you start funding films on Seed and Spark, you will be given credits towards watching independent films on their platform, which is so cool.
Very, very cool. Now, you just said the words Amazon and Netflix. So are you saying that we may be able to see Shedding one day on Amazon or Netflix? Because how fun would it be to participate in this, to donate, and see our names in the credits, like have movie night and friends over, and hey, let's watch a film on Netflix, and we watch Shedding, and then, hey guys, look, there's my name. How fun would that be?
It's really cool, yeah. So that's certainly our intention. What we do for a film like Shedding is you first go to festivals,
Mm-hmm.
and then as you play the festival circuit, these different distributors come to festivals looking to scout, and these distributors have relationships with companies like Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, iTunes, etc. So our intention, and we truly believe this will happen, is that this film will eventually be on a major streaming service.
So,
and yeah, I mean, we have on our campaign page, there is a place where you can pledge at a certain amount in order to have your name in the credits of the film.
how fun would that be? That just would be such a cool night. Pass around the popcorn, and oh, by the way, let's watch the credits at the end of this film, guys, because you'll be surprised when you see something. But you are not just hopeful that this is going to happen. You've really been encouraged by some film festival consultants, yes, that this one's got it. Yep.
Absolutely, yeah. So a few films back, I started working with consultants on my films, and I, specifically work with a guy named Thomas Ethan Harris, who started the Los Angeles Film Festival, which is a premier festival in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And, he really took to this film. When I brought it to him a few months ago, when Jake and I sat down, he just was so jazzed by it. And I've worked with him on several projects, and this is by far the most excited I've seen him for anything that we've worked on. He referred to it when he was looking at us. He said, this is a career launching film. That is the words that he used.
Wow, let that soak in a little bit. You guys work so hard, and I guess I'm kind of saying this as a mom. We see you working so hard and really having a lot of encouragement. I know folks go out there and they get discouraged, but you've really been encouraged. A lot of encouragement. And I'm thinking, how different is it now to work together? I guess you have in the past on a couple of projects, but to work together as husband and wife, how do you guys navigate that one? Because at the end of the day, you have to go home and be husband and wife.
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's funny. I think it's just like checking in a lot. Like, how are you feeling today?
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling today? Do you need more space? Do you need to hear something from me? Do you need to take a break for an hour? So, we just try to check in with each other, certainly while we're crowdfunding, because Jake's, still in the process of locking cut on the film. So he's working on the film while working a full-time job at Warner Brothers, where he trains over 50 people constantly while crowdfunding this.
Yeah.
So he's doing a lot. If you know Jake Thomas and you want to send him a little encouraging message on Facebook, I'm sure he would appreciate it. But and then for me, I'm a full-time freelance filmmaker on top of basically full-time crowdfunding right now. So for us, we see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel for this particular project, at least for the campaigning, and we just keep checking in.
It seems to be doing really well. I love seeing that you set small goals and you're keeping right up making them. But I know we have people right now hearing this saying, this is very cool to have some Christian kids out there really making a difference, really coming up with some stories that need to be told. and having an influence, having a Christian influence and an uplifting and a wholesome moral influence out in Hollywood. And so how do we participate, Erin? And I want to emphasize every little bit counts, right? A whole bunch of people
Absolutely.
all giving
You know,
like $10 is great because you just add that all up and it's great. So tell us
if
how.
100 people give $5, that's $500.
Yes.
It's simple.
Yes.
Yeah. If 100 people give $100, that's, you know,
even better.
$1,000. So, yeah, it definitely all adds up. People, you know, if you want to find the campaign page, you could just Google shedding feature film, and it should come up.
So if we just go to shedding, like an animal, shedding feature film, just Google that, and it'll take us right where we need to go.
You should see within your search results near the top our Seed and Spark campaign. Yep. We're also on Facebook, so you could look up Shedding Feature Film on Facebook, and we'll be posting links through there too. So that's always a nice, easy way of finding it. But when you get on the page, you'll see all different kinds of levels at which you can join the team, whether it's, you know, just chipping in just a little bit, which, like Susie said, every little bit counts, all the way up to being on the producer level of the film. We have a couple of slots left for associate producer and executive producer. And then at a lower level, you can also get your name in the credits through a special thanks. And, you know, that's when Susie was saying, you know, for not that much money, you can point to your name on Netflix or on Amazon or iTunes or whatever it ends up being. You know, imagine just having people over and be able to point to it. So that's
so fun.
Yeah. And you'll also get to, the other cool thing is if you follow the campaign, you will be able to, which you will automatically do when you pledge. You'll be, you know, getting the email updates. You'll get email updates for the rest of the campaign. But then after that point, as we have festival announcements, as we have screening announcements, let's say we play at the Canton Palace Theater at some point, or if we play at Cleveland International Film Festival or somewhere in Northeast Ohio, you'll get notifications about that so that you can, you know, bring people. I mean, it's really cool to point at home on your little TV, but imagine going to a theater and seeing your name.
Wow. Yes, very, very fun. Okay, so again, just go ahead and Google Shedding Feature Film, and that will take them to the Seed and Spark, and you can go to Facebook and just kind of, for Facebook, just do a search on Shedding Feature Film.
Shedding Feature Film.
And that'll take them. Erin, first of all, give Jake a big hug, and thank you so much for what you're doing in our community, even from all the way out there.
Doing my best.